All right, welcome to another one from the Outdoor Analyst. I've got a fun one for you today, and hey, if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button while we're still chatting here. It would really help out the channel if you're new to the channel. And this is going to be a new knife brand for me. This is t-kell knives. I've heard a ton about them. They seem to be really hard to get a hold of as far as knife-wise. They are always sold out for forever in the future. But I saw the Mercenary pop up, and I had a chance to pick one up. 5-inch blade. I think it's a 5.5, but you add the joil in there, and it's a 5-inch cutting edge of AEBL. Really beautiful, just about 3/16 I think on the spine there. Nice, gorgeous G10, which is very wild looking, thin, got some kind of rock tread, divots in there, and then a really nice chamfered out choil. Fairly subdued jumping right there, great with gloves. And what I noticed about this thing right off the bat was the fit and finish was spot on. Absolutely everywhere, the fit and finish on the t-kell is excellent. As a matter of fact, I really loved the grind lines that you can see on here. They're just beautiful. Usually you get this on like super expensive folders, or Stoner CNC does this as well on their work sometimes, which is just really cool to see. I love the horizontal grind lines on there. They're just sweet. USA made. AEBL is what really kind of sold me on this thing, honestly. And I figured let's just kind of work with it a little bit out here. You do a little feathering. I should maybe pull that up a little bit. It's about a 2.5 inch or 2.5 foot stick here. I've been batoning through stuff all morning, essentially. Just having a blast. Figured get some little feathers. And this is essentially what I'll call like a field knife. I think this is a great thin field / tactical knife. This is something you pop on your battle belt. You could probably, it's light enough. I think this is around like 9 ounces. You could maybe throw it on a chest rig, but it's a little heavy personally for that for me. It is AEBL though, so it is incredibly tough. If anybody doesn't know, this stuff can be rock weld up to be basically as tough as CPM 3V. And it is stainless, which is excellent, which is why I really love this steel. It's probably one of my favorite steels out there. It doesn't have the best edge retention, but it's also incredibly easy to hone back up, which is what I really love about this steel. Well, let's cross baton, just kind of show some of that toughness of it here. No issues, just zipping right through stuff. It's a very tough steel. Yeah, keep the fire going a little bit while we got it out here. And the edge on this thing was probably what I was most impressed with, was that t-kell really put a decent edge on this thing. I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit thick, not very slicey, but no, it is really good. Really good edge on there. You can easily feather with it. This is kind of a weird piece that's like partially punky, partially wet. So you run these really interesting blocks. I've been using this whole log all morning, so definitely been weird to feather with. I've been feathering with some of the best knives out there for it, and I'm just like, wow, this is definitely a weird piece. But it really does have a great edge on it. Really enjoy it. Been impressed. It's nice and tough. I've even thrown this around at some trees recently and had no issues with it whatsoever. But the t-kell is just, it's thin. That's the only kind of weird part to me, is that it almost has, very minuscule handle scales on here, which easily means, to me, this is a tactical field knife, like straight up. You're not going to be wanting to feather stick or do bushcraft with this long term. That's not what it's meant for. But it can absolutely perform. So as a soldier knife, this kind of gets top tier for me, honestly. It really does fit that profile perfectly because they're keeping it light, they're keeping it thin. I love that you can choke up on this knife. It is excellent as far as that goes. I really do like this, which is kind of surprising. I did not think I would like it as much, but they have chamfered it off enough to really make it work. which is cool. Really, really cool. And you got a good guard on there if you need to, which I think is really one of the main points of this knife. Could be wrong, but I think with the title, that's what they were going for as well. This is just a really cool piece. Is it going to be my favorite knife of all time? No, because I like doing bushcraft stuff a lot. But does this actually handle the task of, honestly, being a pretty solid camp knife too? Yeah. It's a low saber grind, so it splits a little faster, but it does split wood really fast too. I love that about it. It's not incredibly thick, so I haven't had issues with food prep, honestly. It's been just fine. I love the heat treat. It's been good. Good AEBL heat treat. This thing is super easy to hone back up. Just been popping it on the strap, honestly, and it's been great. And it is just a fun knife. So t-kell for me, at this point, they're a little more, I'd say, tactical than what I normally go after for knife-wise. But I've been impressed. I actually have been impressed. Their edges are impressive on there. Even though this is a weird piece of wood. Trying to get past the knot there, essentially. I just like it. I just like it. I've been enjoying using this knife a lot, and I don't plan on that changing. It's probably going to find its rotation, honestly, on a belt of mine that is holding something important. Most likely Le Pew, or it'll end up being like a truck knife, which is another possibility. It's a really nice truck knife. I probably won't go that route because I want to use this more. If it's going to go in there, it usually just doesn't get used that much, except for emergency situations or car camping. Let's just be real. But yeah, very cool knife. t-kell is up there. Interesting sheath system. Not what I would have preferred on here. It has a good kydex. I do like that on the kydex. You can tighten it up if you like. It has that retentioner screw on there. So you can push it over, tighten it up. I kind of like it right where it's at. I think it's perfect. It's not, no noise, no nothing. Pops in and out easily. You can pop this directly onto the belt, which is what it's set up for, and it sits kind of low. If you've ever used one of these loops, they are excellent. They're not going anywhere. You can also kind of turn this around and do like an inside the waistband if you want to go that route. Not what I normally do, but it is doable. So it's just right-hand carry right now, which I think is totally fine. And yes, you could flip this around and make it a pocket sheath, but this knife is, in my opinion, way too big for that. So maybe a little touch much on that side. But otherwise, excellent tool. Love this thing. Hard to go wrong with it. t-kell at this point really has impressed me. Now, fun little glass breaker on the back or attitude adjuster. I never use those, but I do like how subdued it is. It's not overly intense nor stabbing you on your side, which I think is also important when this is on the belt. So yeah, really well thought through. These guys just rock, honestly. I wouldn't mind picking up a few more t-kells in the future. Right now, I don't have anything against them. The fit and finish is just freaking phenomenal. Just an excellent work of art here. And I think that's what you have. Beautiful, functional, kind of tactical. Pretty awesome. So yeah, t-kell, win-win all the way around. Let me know what you think down below. Do you have any other kind of like tactical knives you like that are kind of similar along these lines? I know there's a few brands that are out there. Dawson comes to mind, but I have not handled any Dawsons in hand yet. So far, this thing is top notch. All right, catch you on the next one.